Rules applicable only to automatic cab signal system territory. Territory general information observance of the signals. The automatic cab signal system, even the addition of the block symbol, the governing use of the blocks. However, employees must continually observe the rules of the governing the use of the block symbols as well as other rules except for the outline in 13.2 with restrictive more favorable and 3.2.2 favorable and more restrictive, conforming with the block signal. Cab signal block signal systems are interlocked so that the cab signal agrees with the block signal indication within 8 seconds after the engine passes the block symbol that governs the entrance into a block. Exception: the automatic cab signal system is to be considered inoperative throughout the tunnels and throughout turnouts and crossovers. But block signal indication speed is specified with a special instruction for each turnout. Govern movements throughout the turnout and crossover that do not indicate the conditions ahead. Cab signals will not indicate the conditions ahead when the engine is moved against the current of traffic, showing shoving cars are moving backward, not equipped with the backward operation. Cab signal cut in and cut out. The cab signals laid in unit must cut in before entering while operating automatic cab signal territory, placed in partial cutout after automatic cab system territory. Shows the cut in the cab signal, automatic cab system, partial cutout, cab signal. Cab diagram A, cabs must be placed in the partial cutout with all trailing you the automatic cab system, partial cutout, cab signal cut in. Before taking charge of the engine of the automatic cab control cab system territory, the engineer must know the cab signal device, the cut in, and the operative of the automatic cab system cut out properly sealed. If the device will cut out and seal with the missing upon the taking charge of the locomotive, the automatic cab system equipment must be retested. The previously tested failed to function properly upon entering while operating the automatic cab system territory. If the train dispatcher must be notified, the train must be operated with the under absolute block. If the device was not tested previously, the engineer must make a departure test before entering automatic cab system territory. Do not cut out the cab signals devices while the train is in automatic cab system. While the train is in automatic cab system territory unless authorized to do so. Normal operation. Restrict with the more favorable cab signal indication. Do not supersede with the indication displayed with unblocking interlocking show with the head of the cab signal chain with a more favorable indication with the after being passed with the block with the interlocking symbol. The train may immediately comply with the indication. Favorable more restrictive cab signal change with the more restricted indication. The engineer must comply with the promptly with the indication received. Acknowledgement restricted with indication. When the cab signal chain with the more restricted indication, the engineer makes acknowledge with the chain with acknowledgement the device. The engine does not equip the code cab signal safety control system. Another member of the crew must immediately find out from the engineer with a warning whistle sound with no longer than 6 seconds. When condition required, the crew member must stop the train immediately, remove restricted indication 6 seconds to find why was the signal sound for more than 6 seconds. On engines equipped with the code cab signal safety control system, the engineer must acknowledge the change in within 6 seconds of receiving to avoid penalty brake application. More restricted indication 6 seconds to respond. If no response, eventual train stop. Penalty brake application occurs on engines equipped with the coded cab signal safety control system. If the engineer does not acknowledge more restricted indication, full service penalty brake application will occur automatically within 6 to 8 seconds. When it occurs, the engineer must do the following: automatic brake valve handle suspension and suppression position, leave it until the train is stopped with the place the throttle in idle position. Acknowledge the signal of the chain with the acknowledgement of the device. The train, after stopping the PC limited pneumatic control light goes out, place the automatic brake valve handle in the release position, eliminating audible and indicator. Keep audible indicator with sound while the train is stopped with the cab signal test loop with the place of the reverse handle in either neutral or reverse position. Chain with the cab signal with the most restrictive aspect. After acknowledgement of the single chain with no more single changes will be received. Place the reverser handle in the forward position. Automatically restore the equipment to normal operation. Since the reverse handle and trailing units in the neutral position, the audible indicator automatically silenced on the trailing units. Unusual condition, cab signal, the block signal do not agree. The cab signal does not display with the automatic cab signal aspect shown in the block interlocking signal rules. Most restrictive block with the cab signal indication must be complied with. A crew member must promptly notify the train dispatcher of the location signal number of the track whether the signals do not agree. Control point locations with only absolute signal will be authorized by train dispatch to display this path. The stop indication cab signal may change with a more favorable indication at the signal. Train must comply with the cab signal indication that normally due to the track circuitry, but is not considered improper to display with the cab signal. Consumption with the train dispatcher instruction required with the train to proceed with the restricted speed of the train must comply with the train dispatcher instruction regardless of the cab signal indication. Inoperative cab signal device. Automatic cab signal system is to be considered inoperative when the audible indicator does not sound when the cab signal changes to more restrictive indication. Audible indicator continues to sound when the cab signal changes its acknowledgement. Cab signal does not confirm with the two consecutive block and interlocking signal locations. Any part of the cab signal of the device is damaged, known in advance. When it is known in advance, the automatic cab signal system is operative in specific area. Crew members will be notified with the track bulletin. Movement within an operative cab signal device. When determined the cab signal device is inoperative, the train may proceed according to the block signal indication. However, the train must not exceed 40 miles an hour until it reaches a point where a crew member can report the defect with the train dispatcher. Inoperative cab signal, 40 miles an hour maximum. Report train dispatcher. Train dispatcher will instruct the crew to cut out the cab signal device. Establish absolute block in advance of the train. Cab signal device has been cut out. The train must proceed according to the block signal indication not exceeding 79 miles an hour. Apply with Rule 11.2. Signals of indication of the absolute block cutout. Cab signal cutout. 70 mile an hour maximum condition permits. When it is determined the cab signal device is inoperative due to the power outage, the crew member will position acknowledgement lever in the partially cut out position. Alright, rules that apply only with the track warrant control limits.